Yeah. And
Gratitude greetings. It's a
and
beautiful morning in India. We
yeah,
are truly, truly blessed. In Shakti Success Hub, we have a special guest, Shekhar, retired from Indian Air Force, published 8 books, life coach with a difference,
yeah,
resilience strategist, work-life balance coach. He's ocean of knowledge, wealth of love, spiritual vibrations, divine experiences, and he shares it all selflessly. He's truly magical, and we are very, very lucky to learn from him today in this episode. Welcome, sir.
thank you all. नागपाल सर, आपने कुछ ज्यादा ही बोला हमको लगता है. However, I would like to say just 2 3 words. Already I said few words. Now after that, just 2 3 things I will add. My days are not a fairy tale stories of my life. It was basically I'm a non-compliant of the social belief systems. So I had my tough time from my childhood to till today. And during my Air Force days, I have seen 5 young pilots dying in the air in MiG-21 when I was posted in Punjab and other places. I have seen how the death comes just like whisker. We swung them off like this before taking off. They never came back. And their families, I have seen how much trauma they passes through. All young pilots, flight lieutenant, things like that. One was flying officer, hardly just pass out of the officers training school and all those things. And in cold India, I have seen many of underground, incidences, accidents. So that has also taught me. And in the second innings, my first book manuscript was rejected 50 times by Amazon KDP. 50 times. I said my game is over. Game is over. Then on the 51st time, there is also a story. The book was successful in publishing. Thereafter, I published 8 books, out of which 5 became the bestseller. So my second innings objective is completed to become a bestseller. And my all books are available in all the Indian national libraries, Calcutta, Bombay, Delhi, Chennai. And my books are getting good publication, good sales. And I publish in 40 countries simultaneously. Through Amazon, you publish 12. Rest of the you publish through other publication houses. All over the world, I am having a good response on my books, and they're writing their gratitudes. So my job is done. So in the third innings, when I'm with you, after joining ILH rather, okay. So to complete the third innings, I joined ILH. Very simply speaking. So my niche was clear. What was not clear, how to conduct the sessions, lot of automation, and especially artificial intelligence. That has given me tremendous insights. Tremendous insights. That's how everyday basis, a lot of episodes I create, a lot of interactions, things are happening. So, Geetika, I want to tell you, this is the right stage where you have entered. In fact, any stage is the right stage. So, I am here to see what best I can do out of my experience of mounting failures in life. And today, I'm a resilient strategist and a work-life balance coach. When world is affected by the disruption of the artificial intelligence everywhere, you read any statement, any CEO, so whether Altman or Van Hussein of NVIDIA, Microsoft, or Google Sundar Pichai, all they say, get ready because already elephant has entered the room. So, and it is not a big thing. But what happens when people are forced to face such situation? They often feel failure. That point they get burned out. So from their failure to come back again on the track is the resilient. And my
कैसे बढ़ाएं सर ये resilience? ये
see
Shakti to
resilience.
face life.
See, I'll tell you. You know, in most of my books, I start with my own story of failures. In one of the book I wrote, in my whole body, no place is left where people have not yet fixed any level. All types of level I carry. That means that many mileposts, milestone I have crossed. So I know best what failure means and how to turn around, right?
बताइए
That
सर.
I do through different strategies, both from the East and the West. From India, I've used the 3,000 years old, the Virasat, Shiv Sutra. It is my, sort of a Bible for me. And again, from the Western side, the Daniel Goleman, then Peter Blair, all those things, club together, besides the research finding carried out in Harvard and Oxford. So the entire thing goes into input in creating my episodes or in creating my session, right? So, and many people are getting benefited.
सर अब
If
आप हमें ये बताइए कि गीतिका को रेजिलिएंट बनने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा?
as simple as that, उसमें बड़ा सिंपल फॉर्मूला है सर, फेल मोर फेल फास्ट.
सर जो दिल टूटता है सर फेलियर के बाद, मायूस
मैं
हो
आपको
जाते हैं, डर
मैं
जाते
आपको
हैं,
बताता हूँ.
अब नहीं
Here,
ट्राई करूंगा मैं.
okay, here comes the catch point. Failure is universal. Nobody can escape failure. Nobody can succeed in failures, whether personal relationship or professional. It is inescapable. In fact, worse the failure, biggest is the toughest journey. Steve Jobs was kicked out from his company.
करेक्ट.
No, well known history. Today, look at the Apple. Even Elon Musk was thrown out from the PayPal. It was his creation. He sold it. He was thrown out. He became bankrupt. Today, look at Elon Musk. So everyone who are sitting at the top of the helm of the affairs globally, they are the worst sufferer, worst failure they have seen. They are the examples to be looked and to print. Not what you see, what you think, you become that, right? So why to talk about who is just leveling? See, nobody wants to be happy in life to be mediocre. Nobody wants to lead a failure life, both in personal and professional. So nobody wants mediocrity. But problem is they don't know how to become. And one more important thing, often people talk about motivation, willpower. No, these are not trustworthy. They are fleeting in nature. So the people are taught through my episode how to build a system in its place. So that system works, not you work. So building that system of a particular strategy is my job, in which you will be invited to try more so that you get a chance to fail more, you get a chance to learn more. So there the entire paradigm of failure has been changed. Enter what failure actually means. So they are made to understand, looking at those stalwarts like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, even J.K. Rowling. Her manuscript was rejected 13 times. She became a Harry Potter famous. Look at. So all these are living legends. Living legends. Arnold Sevensker was kicked out. And the Narayana Murthy, his application was rejected by the Wipro chief who built up the Infosys. So India and abroad, hundreds of cases are there. So those are the people to be followed. You need to look at the successful people to be success in life and emulate the policy they have followed. Those policies in a very short, simple way, I have created strategy for mid-career professional creators and artists. But my strategies are equally applicable and powerful for all age band group of people and all demography.
Beautiful. Gitika, over to you. Your intelligent question. What mantra do you want from sir today?
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
So, well,
Gitika.
welcome to Shakti Success Hub Show. And from your experience, I would like to know, and from my experience also, I want to add one point that after failure, we are not the same. Our perception towards the life is different. And that's why the growth happens exponentially once we failure. So
Very
I want
right.
to yes, sir. So I want to know, sir, that from your experience, from your failures, what were the three perception shifts or learnings, I would say in simple language, you got that you want to share with us?
Oh, it is a very important question. I welcome this question. And before asking any question, I want to remind everybody in the whole world. Your question defines you. Remember, questioning, today to get the right answer is not a problem in the world. Problem is to get the right question. Because question defines someone. I published my full-fledged article on questioning in the medium.com. You can go and find out. There entirely insight is provided why questioning is so important thing. Now coming back to your point. See, You have very rightly understood that through a failure, you become resilient. Here, I will give little micro analysis because this episode, I believe, is going to be seen by many who may not know even what resilient actually, what experience of resilience is. So, while answering you, I am looking at the broader audience. Okay,
Sure.
so it may little go micro level, and
Mm.
that is where it is required. See, where people fail generally, where you ask anybody since their childhood, they had many dreams. When they see cricket playing is going on, they wanted to become Sachin Tendulkar. When they see rock is going on, they think nothing less than becoming a Jackson. When they see this, they become this. So, like that, many dreams everybody has. You had, me had, everybody had. But today, if someone has to be asked what dream you have today, people will be scratching their head
Mm.
because the whole life is working on autopilot. Everybody is going to office, so I'm going. So, autopilot is the area what I say is the comfort zone because you feel like others taking lunch or tiffin and going to office like others, coming back like others, enjoying like others. So
Mm.
here you do not have any scope for your brain to intervene. Your
Yes.
brain is working in autopilot. This is a comfort zone. Comfort zone is a beautiful place where nothing grows. So if you have to come out of comfort zone, you have to try something new.
Right.
If you think practically, today, whoever, wherever in the position of the life, whoever, because they have followed certain strategy, right? So today, if the goal has to be changed, the path also has to be changed. If I
Yes.
am to go to Delhi, I cannot board the train of Mumbai.
Mm. Mm.
So this sense of direction has to be there. So individual has to be clear about the goal. Then comes the micro action, where my focus is now. Now people are not very clear. How do I start? How do I start? This is a very important barrier. The first step is the most important step. One aeroplane consumes almost 80% of its fuel to take off from takeoff to coming to flight level. With
Yes.
remaining 20%, plane covers the entire path till touches down. Means maximum power is required to that first step.
Yes.
First step is the most crucial step. And my attention is in the first step. Because that is the place where people often fail. They will try 2, 3, 4 days, then game over. Someone want to become a bodybuilder like this, goes to the gym 2, 3 days, come back, stand in front of a mirror. No, it is not working. It is not working. Drop.
Mm.
So here comes the attention. Attention is you do that what aligns with your goal. Means everyone has certain why in them.
True.
Why? You have a dream to become a say interior decorator. Maybe you're studying something different. It is possible. It is possible, right? So once that why is clear to you, you will never get tired working for it. Every day morning, you'll be inspired to get up to do that because that is something you don't need reminder. You
Mm.
don't need alarm to set. So
Right.
here I said how to start the first step, right? Now there, to continue that set, continue that, here comes everyday basis. When you attempt something, you will experience some different experiences. And most often you are likely to fail. So say today you are at this level. After failure, say target was this, you could not achieve. So you come back, but you do not come back to the zero again. You remain above zero.
Mm.
So
Mm.
your new beginning is starting with positive point.
Right.
Their calculation is very simple. As Peter Blair has said, if you try to improve 1% per day, mathematically anybody can see around by 40% one can grow in the entire year. So focus always has to be that micro step. Then things will happen. And trust that figure of Elon Musk, who is an epitome of failure, Steve Jobs, epitome of failure. That should inspire you when you feel exhausted, when you feel, no, I cannot. Look at the Arnold. She was migrated, having no penny in his pocket. Narayan Murthy application was rejected. Keep remember those greater figures. That will inspire you. When you lose steam, when you lose momentum, remind yourself that version. This is visualization. So this is how one can start. Anything else? So what I said first is find out your why. Second, put a system in order. Take the first step and be consistent. Over a period, you're bound to transform.
And sir, I like the analogy that you shared that, you have said right now that Elon Musk and Steve Jobs as epitome of failures because
Elon Musk, you
people
know,
see them as
in
epitome
his
of
episode, the
success.
Elon Musk interview I've heard telling, I was crying like a baby. Think. Elon Musk crying like a baby. It is his word. Look at Elon Musk.
Right.
Nobody in the world knows he cried. Nobody in the world will know when you work nights together to learn certain skill. Okay. Those struggle happens outside the glare of public. Those struggle, those failures are bound to happen behind the scene. People never know. But that is the nature of learning.
Yes. And what
Don't
would be
expect
the
any cheer. Someone will cheer you. Okay, try. No. Everything happens silently because this is your goal.
yes, absolutely.
Next.
Sir, one more question that
Yeah,
what
please.
would be the message to for all of us or for our audience also who are just very near to their success, who have just tried multiple times, as you said that you have also got the chance at 51st time, 51st time. So, what is the message to all such audience who is trying but is not able to reach their pinnacle or the tipping point? So, what would be the message
The
from you?
first and foremost thing for anything to happen in the world is the awareness. Awareness. And that is the first step of emotional intelligence also. Awareness, I'll give simple example. Awareness is what? Okay. Say my wife scolded me like anything. I'm not going to be worshipped because all the time on my job, who will do the family job? So she, in her way, she is right to scold that he should have not married if this was your only thing after retirement. She is right in her place. Okay, right? Here comes the awareness. Awareness means accept. Yes, the problem exists. Problem exists. Okay. Appreciate. Yes, she has a point to get angry. Next, come in the professional life. Disruptions is the order of the day today, especially when the artificial intelligence has entered. You have no choice. Why? You have to pay your bills. You have to look after your old parents. You have to see the education of your children. That needs money. So you need to serve. But how do you, when disruptions are the order of the day? Do you have any choice? Practically, you have no choice. Embrace it. So get awareness. Yes, this is the reality. This is
Right.
the reality. Now comes how do I position myself to face that? So once awareness happens, the game thing will change happen. But there again, one has to be very careful. Say, I have become aware that I should know the artificial intelligence. It is a vast subject. So what should I know? Now, if you go through my episodes, you will find that, which I am publishing every day in YouTube and in the LinkedIn, there, say, one was scared that he will be laid off within a month. What did he do? He came across someone like Iskade. Iskade helped him to find out his niche, the way Siddhartha Raj Shekhar has taught us. Guru is a guru. Similarly, Nagpal Sahib is a great guru, or for many, guru is a guru. Okay? And for it, there is a reason. And all the time, when we are in session, the way the singers touch here, before singing, I touch it in my mind, my guru, right? Siddharth Sang Raj Sekhar. So that niche you have to find out. When your job is certain, you want to embrace AI. But what of AI? So I help people. In today's episode, you'll find how I help someone from UK, someone from Germany, someone from Canada to find their why in which they should do the artificial intelligence empowerment. When they did it, their profession changed. A teacher became a coaching. See? Because that was the genuine why. So that learning, simply she was told AI plus ethics. Learn this. She learned it and she transformed. She became a fantastic content writer.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for your insights, and I'll pass on to Saniji. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Sitting with a senior leader like you is like being in the library for 20 years. I'm so thankful you made resilience easy in this short conversation.
I tried,
You
sir.
made us feel lighter. You gave us new lens of love,
Yeah.
love for life, love for self, love for failure.
Yes, embrace failure. Embrace failure. My first book name was Dare to Fail. Second book was Dare to Embrace Your Ground Zero. So you dream high, stand on the ground. Why? Because even if you fall, you will remain on the ground. But if you remain on the high sky, if you fall, your body may not be traced like the pilots, as you have seen. His residue was only one boot. One flying boot was available for ceremony, okay, for funeral. So always remain on the ground, but dream high, but dream. Yeah.
And with a touch of spirituality, patriotism, making death also simple and easy. Because you have seen it all as an Air Force leader, vast experience in life on the planet, varied experience, global experience. So we are truly enriched, enlightened, blessed, most fortunate, richest to be with you. And we love your humility. We love your love for sharing. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. But for a long time, I was waiting to talk directly with Geeta Dadwani. The way she was in your show, I had a tremendous interest about her. How at so early age, how she has transformed so much. Then I recollect there is a Nagpal sir to hold the hand, understand. So you are under a right guru.
Sir,
Okay?
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया honestly. She has worked on herself for 14 years, 2 hours every day, 365 days, meditating, reflecting, introspecting. So it is her soul work. I'm just taking the credit now in front of you.
No, no.
Thank
सर
you.
देखिए गुरु
But
तो
yes,
बहुत
I am
होता है.
also blessed by very wonderful mentors. And yes, spirituality has also been part of my early age. So I think it is all things that come together. But yes, there's a lot to do with my mentors, and I pay gratitude to them.
Your success is
She has the
guaranteed.
best parents. Yeah.
It was a nice, rather, it was a sudden decision, but it is worth, and I look forward for many more such sessions. I
Yes,
look
for
forward.
sure. Thank
I
you,
look
sir. Thank
forward.
you so much. Thank you.
And one more thing I have to tell you in this way, I have a plan to go ahead on the resilience conducting the episodes globally. There are many participants willing also. So it is a very powerful session going to be because it is not only backed by the recent global research of Harvard and Oxford, but it is equally empowered by 3,000 years old Indian text, Shiva Sutra. Very powerful, very powerful. It can transform anybody to anywhere.
Thank you, sir. Look
Thank you
forward.
so much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.